for the time being,
indeed.
let's talk about some TV, huh?
Yeah, let's do some TV news. I will take the helm on this one. So, the Mass Effect TV series, which was first revealed in 2021, is apparently officially in development. Variety reports that Amazon MGM Studios is going to be producing the Mass Effect show, and that it is officially in development after years of no updates, no word whatsoever. So the report says that Daniel Casey, who worked on Fast and Furious 9, oh Lord, is writing an executive.
That's my exact thought.
Sorry, a side note.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry.
What?
Keep going.
What? Hang on.
Keep going.
All right. So Daniel Casey is writing and executive producing the show, while EA's Michael Gamble. Oh, okay. EA. Sorry. Disgusting.
Oh God.
Is an executive producer as well as Ari. Oh no.
Oh no.
Ari Arad. Oh my God.
We're doomed.
Venom is gonna make an appearance as one of the aliens.
Oh my God.
Ari Arad. Oh, I love that. Oh, he was on Iron Man and he's in the upcoming Zelda movie too. Oh
yeah.
no.
Oh, and he also did a more notorious movie.
Which one? Oh, Jesus Christ. No.
Yeah, bro. You excited now?
All right, guys, we're fucked. It's a wrap.
You
Sorry.
hyped? Yo, I know you're hyped for that Mass Effect.
Bro, I literally saw that. Dude, Borderlands was available to watch on the plane. And I instead decided to watch Ocean's 11. And you know what? I think I made the right choice.
I think you should have watched Borderlands.
Fuck
bro,
you.
that would have made a very interesting segment.
No, man, no, because then the guy next to me would have gotten annoyed with all of my oh, that's not funny, that's cringe type shit. All right, so we have got people that are questionable to just downright worrisome working on this show. There are no plot details available as of yet for the Mass Effect movie, but it will be following the spacefaring adventures of Commander Shepard, where he will proceed to bang every alien in the galaxy.
Well, bang, okay.
Yeah, we'll bang, okay. It turns out there was actually a movie version of the game, but it never got off the ground. But it's funny because Mac Walters, who worked at BioWare,
he's one of the writers for Mass Effect.
Yeah, he was one of the writers for Mass Effect, and said if you want to do a proper Mass Effect show, it has to be a TV series. And to be fair, with any RPG whatsoever, TV shows is the way to do it, because there's way too much shit to make it into a movie.
Yeah. I mean, Fallout, they did a great job making
Fallout. Fallout did an amazing job. They did a phenomenal job, and I think honestly that should be a good. I wouldn't say gold standard, but I'd say it's one of the shows to look up to. Like, oh, okay, because video game adaptations, unfortunately, well, you saw the movie we just pulled up. Video game adaptations have a nasty habit of bombing. So,
well, I mean, the crazy thing is that we've actually come a long way. Like, the Borderlands movie is like a callback to like the early 2000s when people making the movie clearly didn't give a fuck about the IP and knew nothing about it.
Yes, indeed. But now it seems people are taking the stories from video games very seriously, as we've seen in with the Fallout TV show, and even with the Sonic movie. Both of them is they're good. It's good shit. I'm very excited. Yeah, so it's working on it at Amazon MGM, which is great because they literally does not have resources. Will not be a concern. Amazon has a shitload of money. They can spend it as they see fit if they want to do it right.
Yeah. Tal, on the other hand,
yeah. So listen, man, Fallout was Amazon, right?
I think so. Yes. But they got freaking who's producing? Not Christopher Nolan, his brother.
Oh, but they got
Jonathan Nolan. Yeah, and Jonathan Nolan, like he's a very smart, talented guy. He's a good writer. He's a good producer. He
underrated in my opinion.
He worked on Westworld. He wrote a lot of Christopher Nolan's early movies. and
Yes.
his early movies are excellent, like even better than a lot of his later movies. He also partly wrote, I think he mainly wrote Dark Knight. So like,
No, yeah. So it was him and Christopher Nolan, but yeah, it was mostly him. And also,
and
I
David
think
S. Goyer.
no, David S. Goyer was Batman Begins, and then the third movie. But the Dark Knight, the one with Heath Ledger's Joker, was strictly Jonathan Nolan and Christopher Nolan that wrote it. At least according to the credits. Because dude, trust me, I watched the movie. I watched that movie a lot, and
Movie ever.
yeah, dude, and I compared it to the other two because Batman Begins was really good, really decent. Dark Knight was like a huge step up in quality, and then of course the third movie it fell off. But I gave it a pass because Heath Ledger died. They didn't want to do another Joker. They didn't mention the Joker at all. For obvious reasons, they wanted to have respect for Heath Ledger, but the movie inevitably suffered for it. But you can tell Jonathan Nolan knows his shit. Actually, I think Memento, one of your favorite movies, was based off of a short story that he wrote.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So the guy knows his shit. Honestly, I think he's really underrated as when compared to Chris Nolan. I love the guy, but I think Jonathan Nolan needs to do more shit because he's really good at what he does. But in any case, so Amazon has a lot of resources, so money will not be an issue. It's really just talent that really they need to do because a really big, I think, blemish on their reputation right now is the Rings of Power TV show. A lot of people have been doing a lot of complaining, especially from J.R.R. Tolkien purists, saying that they're essentially doing whatever the fuck they want with the Lord of the Rings lore, which I think is a huge mistake. Lord of the Rings is probably the most beloved fantasy world, fantasy epic of all time. Even as a work of English literature, it's one of the best. I mean, it's literally written by the guy who wrote the Oxford Dictionary. So Amazon has had a problem with that. So that's why people are very concerned. However, I think the Fallout TV show success has allayed a lot of those concerns. People are still weary, but I believe I'm willing to give them a chance, especially with the God of War TV show that they're making.
Oh, it's good that you mentioned the God of War TV show because I was just thinking, man, it's kind of a shame that this guy that we talked about last episode is working the God of War TV show because I think he'd be a perfect fit for Mass Effect, and that's
Moore?
Ronald D. Moore.
Yeah, Ronald D. Moore. Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, this guy, he's the producer for Battlestar Galactica for the reboot of
it. Yes, dude.
And that's a very highly praised sci-fi show. And this guy clearly understands sci-fi. I mean, he even looks like a fucking hippie George Lucas. So
honestly, he looks like he honestly looks like George Lucas, but with less neck fat.
Yeah, he's like a hippie version of George Lucas.
Yeah.
So this guy knows his shit. Like I think this guy, he would have been a great fit as a producer for it. Or maybe I don't know who does who works is The Expanse a sci-fi channel? I forgot.
The Expanse? No, I think that's Netflix. Which, by the way, I've never seen The Expanse, but I have heard nothing but great things about it. Hang on.
Yeah, everyone says that this show is amazing.
Is it Netflix?
And it's like, it's a lot like has a lot in common with Mass Effect.
Oh no, it's Amazon as well.
It's Amazon as well. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Damn. All right.
Why couldn't they get like people like that? So apparently, like Mike Fergus, Hawk, Ospey are the people who developed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that would have been nice.
So
get some of the Expanse people working on it.
It would be very nice if the Expanse people could work on these space shows. In terms of Ronald Moore, though, I mean, usually what happens is they'll bring in these new talent to start on shows, and if they do a good job, it's kind of like a tryout. So the Mass Effect TV series is still very early. They don't even have a showrunner. They just have executive producers. Yeah.
And they have a writer, though. It's a Fast 9. Oh, my God.
Drifting. Oh, my God. Imagine the Normandy drifting through
the Mako.
Oh, my.
The fucking Mako going to be Tokyo drifting.
Or the Hammerhead, Tokyo drifting. If you guys played the DLC for Mass Effect 2, the Hammerhead. Yes. Essentially the Mako, but hovercraft version. Yeah. Usually these studios will give somebody a project, not just to work on it, but also as essentially an interview, a tryout to see if they can handle it and if they do a good job. Because after all, if you make one success, chances are you're going to make more. But considering his legacy with Battlestar Galactica, there really shouldn't have to be a tryout. They should just give it to him. Like once work on the God of War show for season 1 wraps, be like, hey, listen, man, we want you for this Mass Effect show. We need this shit to succeed in spite of the EPs that we have attached to the project. So yeah, very, very exciting in terms of news. Mass Effect is, near and dear to both of our hearts.
Love it forever. My favorite of the BioWare games. One of my favorite probably my favorite game trilogy of all time, even though 3 was a bit of a mess. 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time. It's a game that's very near and dear to my heart, and I would love nothing more to see it be fully realized in a show. But seeing who's in charge of it does not inspire much confidence.
No, it does not inspire any confidence whatsoever. So we'll have to see what happens. But I'm really happy that Amazon is in charge of it, because if BioWare had the decision to make this TV show, they'd probably run it into the ground.
So what do you think they should do, like, for like story?
Oh no, dude, like a honestly, Star Trek, episodic adventures based on different side quests, starting from Mass Effect 1 all the way to Mass Effect 3, and then they end with the infamous ending, but they run a poll on which ending they want, the good, bad, what?
That was just funny. Poll is what? Okay.
Poll. We'll run a poll, like vote on your ending. We'll have the fans vote on which ending they want to see happen, and then they reveal it at the series finale. And who knows, how long it'll take. And dude, there's so much content. There's the Mass Effect 1. There's all the DLCs associated with each individual Mass Effect. That's what they should do. Episodic content, just like Star Trek. And then they'll have some story arcs that run for multiple episodes, especially like toward the end of the seasons or the end of the games, rather. So, like, like Mass Effect 1, Battle on Vermeer. That's the beginning of like the end of the Mass Effect 1 story arc. So you just have, cliffhanger after cliffhanger, kind of like the old TV shows.
Okay. I mean, personally, I would love to see I think that they shouldn't really like tell a direct story from the Mass Effect games, because everyone has like their own interpretation of like how the story would be, because it's an RPG game where you make choices. Everyone's gonna make different choices, so some people are really gonna not like how one thing plays out, or they'll really like how one thing plays out. Like you won't be able to please anybody. I think the best thing to do, or the most interesting one, would be have it take place during the First Contact War, or have it take place in between the First Contact War. So don't so like you remember like in the game when the Turians first meet the humans. You remember the First Contact War, right?
Yeah, that was the first time the humans meet the Turians, and of course, war broke out.
Yeah, so the war broke out. So you can have it take place either during that time, and then have it end with, like a peace treaty between them, and have it end like with the humans joining the alliance, or you can have it take place afterwards. Have it take place in between. Maybe make Captain Anderson in his young days. Make it about him.
That'd be cool. That'd be very.
There
nice.
Actually is a book about Captain Anderson in his younger days that I actually read. It was a pretty good book. I forgot what it was called though.
That would be pretty cool.
And he actually meets Saren. That was like so like remember how he said that he worked with Saren one time, and he was like, yeah, this guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That book covers those events.
Oh, that's cool. Honestly, dude, get Keith David. Do use some anti-age technology and just get him.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work, dude.
Listen, man. I love Keith David. He should do more shit. Look at him. He's fine. Black don't crack. He's beautiful. Look at that handsome man.
Brother, he's 68, man. Come on.
Who cares? Well, anyway. Sorry, I'm a huge
You know what? They should get Mahershala Ali and then just never make it.
You're bad, bro. That's all. I feel bad for the guy. You did him dirty like that. But you know what? Now that you bring it up, though, I mean, he looks like he'd be good casting for David Anderson. Sorry, I don't know why. I just assumed that they would follow the story of Commander
No,
Shepard.
that's a natural
Yeah.
assumption because most movies will do that. But I think they shouldn't do that. Like the
Yes.
Mass Effect
And
world
that's
is huge. There's so many
it
things you can
is.
do.
And actually, there is no plot details available. So
Yeah, because they probably don't have a
we don't. We
script.
don't. Yeah. No. Well, they don't even know what they want to do. So there is a chance that they could just go and do like a spin-off, not even about Commander Shepard and the Adventures of the Normandy. You know what they could also do? They could do a story just about the Terminus systems and all the outlaw shit going on, and have it be like a Wild Western type deal.
That could be
you know.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh
wouldn't
my
mind
god,
that.
with Arya, the Carrie Ann Moss. Well, I mean, not her, but you know the.
She make a good Arya because she plays bitches all the time.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
plays.
But no, but at this point, she's well, like you said, she's old. So
Yeah, but Arya doesn't do much physically. She just fucking waves her hand and just.
no, hang on. Mass Effect 3 DLC where you take back Omega, she does shit. Okay, she's one of your party members, and she does a lot of shit, running around and doing biotics and crap.
Oh, she can do that. It's just CG that shit.
No, please. Bring back practical effects. The CG industry is literally strained and losing their minds to the point where they're doing shit quality CGI work. So please bring back practical effects and use CGI to enhance the look of practical effects. Please. It's also cheaper to use props than it is to use $1,000 computer programs. But yeah, sorry, I've been on a trend where I want more practical effects done for like movies and TV shows.
No,
But so there's a lot that could be done. Quite frankly, though, with who's running this, I wouldn't be surprised if they chose the most cookie cutter, basic bitch ass story. Well, one thing though, I will say, one of the things about Mass Effect, in Bioware games in general, is the whole idea of choices and consequences. So in my head for the Mass Effect show, where it's about Commander Shepard and the Adventures of the Normandy, I would have it so that it doesn't matter what path that you choose, just make the consequences known for that decision in that moment, and also like 20 episodes down the line. Because you know a lot of what makes choices compelling is watching the consequences of that choice reverberate throughout the galaxy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Makes sense.
so I think that's something very important that they should do. Should they implement that choice system? You know.
Hmm.
But I think it'd be really compelling. I think that's pretty much it for this story. Is there anything you want to add? Do you want to apologize to Marshall Ali or anything?
He's doing fine. Now he doesn't need to be apologized to him. That man's a decorated actor, well loved, well paid. Okay, he doesn't need me to apologize.
We believe in you, Marshall.
I didn't call him anything bad. I just said he's not gonna.
No, I know. I'm joking. I know you didn't call me bad. But yeah, cool. All right, sweet, excellent. Now